We're the head nation. We're the top nation. So when we went off, everything went off. Then when the so-called white man, Esau, took over, then he really turned the earth upside down.
But the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb shall be in it.
Right, but the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb shall be in it. Because that's always going to be their throne. Yeah? The Most High said, heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool.
And his servants shall serve him.
And his servants shall serve him. That's talking about Israel. All right, so now let's go back
to read the English.
To read the English. Read that again, and then we're going to go through a few Greek words, and then we're going to close this session out.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 6. And the powers said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
Right, so that firmament, or that ozone layer, was created to divide the waters, which was the elements, from the waters. So is the elements in space from the elements in earth. All right, so that we can, so it could be habitable for man. That's why when you go out into space, you got to wear all this oxygen mask. You got to wear all these different suits, because the atmosphere in space is not habitable for man. That's why you have to have, like, the angels. They're extra. The angels are celestial bodies. Right. That's why they're able to live out there in that realm, and they don't need no space suit. They don't need no damn helmet. They don't need an oxygen mask. All right, and that's the kind of power we're gonna get. We're gonna get that spiritual power. We're gonna be extraterrestrials, meaning we're gonna be able to go out there into the heavens. But that's another topic. All right, so with that, we're gonna go now to the book of if the brother could get we're gonna deal with a couple of Greek words, and one of the Greek words we're gonna deal with is the word world, right? Because the word world is a very controversial word among people of the world today that claim that they know the Bible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the scriptures on the word world in the New Testament, and we're going to go through a few of them and show you what the meaning of these words are. The first word I want to hit is the word in the book of Matthew. I'm sorry, you know what? Let's just go to the main word, which is the word in John 3:16, the word cosmos. All right, this is the book of John, chapter 3 and 16. So I'll have the Elder Sakaran read that. Well, you can read it in the English, and we're going to break it down in the Greek.
The book of St. John, chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Right, and the controversy here is they thinking that the Most High loves the whole entire world. And then back in the days, nobody was really looking any words up, except for them so-called scholars and a handful of Jesuits that that knew about these things. So there's a play on words. When you look up the word world, there's many different definitions for the word world. All right. Now, when you look at the Greek, which is right here, as you can see, this is the Greek. This is John 3:16 in the Greek. Now, when you read through, like, you have the word theos, which is God, ton, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and then cosmos. The word there is cosmos. All right. Now, when you scroll down, for God so loved the world, cosmos. Because that's really the pronunciation of this one, I believe, is cosmon. Because this is a nu.
A nu, right.
So that's cosmon. But then the word here, see, with the sigma at the end, is cosmos. Right? The world, cosmos. Now, we'll go to the Greek in the Strong's Concordance. And here we got what? An apt. Oh, you read it, brother.
All right. It says an apt and harmonious arrangement or constitution.
Right, an apt and harmonious arrangement or constitution. That's talking about Israel. So you can have like a group of people that believe in the same thing, that have like a constitution, so to speak, and that would constitute a world. You know, just like you have the animal world, you have the plant world, you have the water world, you have the Chinese world. You got something? Bring it out, brother.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Right, so it says, and Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Go ahead.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded.
You shall not be ashamed nor confounded. Go ahead.
World without end.
World without end. Now, when you go to the Hebrew in the Old Testament, in Isaiah the 45th chapter, and the 17th verse, the word that's there. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up another box just to show you the word that's there. Isaiah 45 and 17. Here we go. See, so it says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Now this particular word for world here in the Old Testament is Iwalam, which is long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, ever. This is like eon. This is like an eon in the Greek. And the reason why it says that is because Israel is going to be the ones that's going to be ruling without end. And this is the world that the Most High chose. Alright? Even though this particular word world here really, if you look it up in the Greek, I'm pretty sure they'll have the word eon there. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Korean. Right here. Eons. Eon, eonos or eonos, that's eon. Right? So that means an age. But that's what the word world is, because really the age or the world that's going to rule in the next kingdom is Israel. That's why it says in the second Ezra